there will be some disturbing images and videos, so viewer discretion is advised. And I wanted to talk about this article I came across regarding black magic. As you may have seen in my previous video, I don't really get any kind of fun, enjoyment, or anything whatsoever positive from discussing articles such as these, especially ones as disturbing as these. But the truth is, at the end of the day, it's not discussed enough. It's kind of pushed under the rug, and people just are very whatever about it, unfortunately. So all I want to do is pass on this information, pass on the fact that these things are happening on a regular basis. It's not just a small portion of people. It's very common. This one example is quite an extreme example, but either way, I just like to talk about this article, which states black magic takes sinister turn in Pakistan. Mother burns her 2 children to free them from evil spirits in a case that has shocked the country. So, Simon Salim on the right visits his children in Mayo Hospital in Lahore on June 22nd after they were burnt in a black magic ceremony. Messed up. I had gone to Mayo Hospital for emergency treatment once. It's just a horrendous situation to be in for a child. God. Simon Salim was visiting his family at a relative's house when he noticed something unusual. I had brought fruitcake and juices, but my 2 kids were not at the entrance. My wife had a strange attitude. I never saw that look in her in our 6 years of marriage. Salim, a Catholic tuk-tuk driver, told UCAA News. You stay here, they are upstairs with my aunt, wife Anita told him. She raced up, jumping as many stairs as possible, and I followed her to the upper floor, he said. The scene upstairs will continue to haunt the 32-year-old for the rest of his life. My 3-year-old daughter was tied to a bed with a rope around her little neck. My 2-year-old son was tied to a nearby sofa. They had cuts and wounds all over their bodies. Between them stood a red goat decorated with a shroud and flowers. Salim continued, his voice breaking as his eyes welled with tears. Her aunt was torturing them with a candle. The half-burnt clothes of my children were lying on the floor around diyas, which are clay oil lamps, and knives. It was like something pulled directly from a horror movie. I rushed towards the children, trying to untie them. My wife joined her relatives in slapping me frantically and snatching the children. Holding them both in my arms, I kicked and butted the sorcerers to find a way out. They kept throwing bricks from above as I exited the building. Anita, her aunt, and 2 other relatives were arrested that same evening on June 19th. Anita told police that the children were possessed by evil spirits and that she had used black magic to try to set them free. The children are slowly recovering in the burns unit of a government hospital in Lahore. According to doctors, they received minor injuries and are fortunately in a stable condition. They remain quiet most of the time and are still scared. Can't blame them one bit, said Salim, adding that his in-laws are threatening him with dire consequences. Let's look at this video.
I'm standing in front of pediatric surgery ward of Lahore, where 2 children were admitted. after their mother, a Christian, tried to sacrifice them for Satan and in pursuit of black magic. The mother and her aunt, along with two other persons, are arrested and are in police custody. According to doctors, the minors have received burns, and they have all over body. They have signs of torture. They were burned by hot rods and needles, ropes, and now the children are slowly recovering. Kamran Chaudhary, UCNews.com reporter, Lahore.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's just absolutely atrocious. It's hard to put it into words, to be honest. To do that to children, toddlers. It says, although black magic is forbidden in Islam, Pakistan has no specific laws or punishments for people who practice voodoo or black magic. The Prevention of Witchcraft Bill of 2017, sent last year to the Upper House, still awaits approval. Anita and her relatives were charged with several offences, including wrongful confinement, acts done by several persons in furtherance of common intention, exposure and abandonment of abandonment of a child under 12 years by parents or caretakers, and cruelty to a child. Now, all of this, I mean, for someone to do something like this to a 3-year-old, to your own 3-year-old little baby girl and to your 2-year-old baby boy, they're babies. They're not even. I just it baffles me. Can I say it shocks me? I'm not completely shocked, unfortunate as it is to say, because these things happen, and especially in the more lower income areas, beliefs, especially regarding black magic and so on and so forth, it's very much a common occurrence. And as I mentioned in my previous video as well, it happens. Well-educated people are involved in paying people to do black magic on this person or that person, for whatever intention. Like it's like poof, it's just like a miracle's gonna happen. Something actually will come of it, even though it's all just a scam, and it's just people taking advantage of other people and just ruining the lives of people. This poor lad, he's come home to his wife of 6 years, and he's seen his 3-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son tied to a sofa with cuts and wounds and burns all over them, and then there's a red goat decorated with a shroud and flowers. Is this what is this? Is this Hereditary? Is this Midsummer? Is this some kind of movie? It seriously seems like it's come out of fiction. It's unbelievable, and it's such a shame. I'm just I'm shocked, and I'm just so disappointed. Yeah, it's a tough one to digest, this one. It's got me completely shook, to be honest. I really hope and pray that these poor kids and their father and their family just recover, and they don't have to go through anything like this ever again. But on top of that, just the mental effects that you can have as a child growing up and being a child experiencing something like this, it's not impossible for a 2 or 3-year-old to forget things like these. It can very much be remembered, and I just hope and pray that it's completely deleted from their minds, because this is just something that can absolutely affect you for the rest of your life. Well, it was great talking to you guys again, and I hope to see you in the next one. And everyone take care. I'll be seeing you soon. See you. Bye.